everyone. Coco. It's Ashley, welcome back. So I've been getting a few questions about how to keep our children social during this whole COVID-19 pandemic. Obviously, we have to follow proper precautionary measures such as quarantining for the health and safety of our little ones. But social distancing for children does not have to mean complete isolation. Maintaining relationships is so significant for our children. It's different for adults as we have a better understanding at what's at stake here, but for children, social interaction really supports their social, emotional development and skills. So it's really important that we keep that social interaction alive. So in today's video, we'll be going over some tips for children on how to be social while social distancing. And just a little disclaimer, depending on whenever you're watching this video, if your child is in the process of weaning off the social distancing and heading back into the real world, these tips are really good to still take note of because it'll kind of prep and prime them for when they're back into their school or childcare. Tip number 1, keeping virtually connected. This is probably the easiest and most practical way for your children to stay socially engaged. Zoom chats, FaceTime calls, Skype, you name it, with teachers, family, and friends are a perfect way for your children to keep in touch. You can get so inventive with creating an environment of being together and connected, even though you're apart. Tip number 2 to keep your child socially active while minimizing the screen time is something called no technology talk. Children being social during times like these sometimes just means letting other people know you're there and seeing how other people express themselves. Children can show their expression with a handmade lawn sign or colorful messages of encouragement drawn with chalk on the sidewalk, then taking pictures of it to show what other people are doing. This is a huge trend on social media right now and a great option as opposed to the technological aspect. Tip number 3, going outdoors and keeping active. Taking a family walk, going for a scavenger hunt, playing in the backyard, bumping into a neighbor and giving them a shout out from across the street, or walking together at a safe distance are all great ways for your child to be socially engaged while not actually being physically together. Tip number 4, taking a virtual field trip. This one is so much fun. Silver lining to the whole COVID-19 pandemic is the access to the amount of free resources. Your child can take a field trip in the comfort of their own home. Webcams broadcasting animal action at the aquarium or the zoo. Facebook Live are great options as well. Your children's friends can tune in at the same time and call and text each other about what they're seeing. It's pretty much the same element of being together. Tip number 5 for keeping your child socially engaged is including your child in on the process with whatever you're doing throughout the day. Isolating together can provide more opportunities for your child to be more socially engaged. Think of activities that can expand your child's social skills. Include them in tasks that they're not usually a part of, such as cooking or prepping a meal. Here's a great example of cooking some banana bread. The instructions in this video are super simple to follow. I'll leave the link below so you can check it out and do the same thing with your little one. And the last tip to keeping your child socially active during social distancing, oddly enough, is giving your child some space and taking the opportunity to relax and rejuvenate. This would probably be mommy's and daddy's favorite part of the day, giving your child a period where you can rest. It doesn't necessarily even have to mean your child is sleeping, but this will give adults a chance to rejuvenate and recover so that you can be the best person for your child. Let me know if you'd like to have another video about how to create quiet and alone time from your child. It's always a handy tool to have. So those are some tips on how to keep your child socially active during this social distancing period. Of course, these are unprecedented times and it's not easy, but the more that we keep connected and together for our little ones, the stronger we'll be together even when we're apart. If you have any other topics you'd like to discuss or go over, feel free to message me directly. I'm happy to chat about it. Until next time, keep healthy and we'll see you soon. Okay, now you can say goodbye. Bye.